Blub blub everyone, welcome back to EU5 with Hessen that didn't lose anything. I don't know what you're talking about. We're also a little bit earlier now. Chronomancy powers and such. Which is fine, it's all good. We didn't do much, I think, in that time, apart from... Now I can build the troops correctly here. My footmen, let's go. In Kassel. And now they should actually join this party. While we're still, sorry, suppressing some rebels because I can. And because I cannot drill. More army experience would be nice. Though actually, if we look at this, army experience doesn't give you much. It's just army tradition, which we have almost full. And it is monthly progress to quality. Yes, quality would be nice. But it doesn't give you anything. I bet it just gives you some extra combat stuff as well, but it doesn't feel good at the moment. Don't know how it works, but I just had a similar experience as Holland, lost about 30% of my provinces. Oh god, at least it's not just me, huh? But I would like to do this again, actually. What is your alliance network? You got Lorraine back? You got all of them already back, didn't I? Oh no, I did that for Mainz, not for you. But that also means I can do... I can don't. I can don't, it's fine. Let's do what I did here again and just go to point 1. Let's go and go back up to point 1 here too. We're investing a lot in stability, but that is absolutely 100% necessary. So stability is absolute utter garbage. We gone down to 0.5 here. Yes, exactly about 0.5 there. Gives us a little bit more money. That's basically all I can do. We don't need army maintenance at all. The extra regiment will increase our army maintenance, of course, which is not great, but it's fine. We need to stop improving so much. Even though it was very important for all of the coalition nonsense to fight that, and we know that the coalition will drop off soon. There's not many people in there. It's just basically one person in there right now in the coalition. And that's fine. That's absolutely coolio. People can have a better education. Don't really care about you. You're fine. You're fine. I mean, you're way too young to say already. Yeah, it's just these 3 girls. It's fine. They can't have a better education. They can only have the education. We're making some money in Köln. We're making a little bit of money in Nuremberg. I wish it would be a little bit more, but I need to invest more into actual stuff. Unfortunately, my nobles are rather shit. And also, yeah, the problem is the commoners are kind of shit. Now they are getting more income again. Normally they should get bitch crap amounts of income from Korbach. And I'm not sure why they don't. And with that, they should be able to build some really good buildings, which is not a local assembly, because that just gives them 100% more power, which I don't like. But other buildings, you know, production buildings they should be building. Or maybe the burghers should do that. A stone quarry in Eschwege. See, that would help, because Eschwege is in Nuremberg, and that would give us some stuff there. You have come of age again. You can marry a noble. The 50-year-old is probably not the best for you. Because she can't bear children. I don't want to lose legitimacy, though. And prestige. 10 prestige is disgusting. And we need prestige up to burn down antagonism a little bit faster. I wish I could see that somewhere else. I would assume it's in diplomacy somewhere, but I don't see how much antagonism I have on general terms. How much I'm burning down at this moment. It's just... maybe it's here? No, I would have seen that, I think. Navies don't matter. I don't know. It must be somewhere where my antagonism is happening, but... I don't know. I couldn't find that yet. Could put some stuff in the queue. Maritime trade advantage doesn't help me. Investment in stability would. Inquisition law. Huh, we could have some Inquisition. Don't really care. I like this. RGO in cities is nice, and more supply limit could be nice too. Not that we have problems with that so far. I think we go not cities. It's not important. We go first this. We could get Dio's Volt right now. That's kind of nice. Not that there is any religious war to be had, but that would be a nice war goal. Now I want this. I don't care about the religious influence really. Loyalty of subjects could be kind of nice. Let's go with those and see later what we can do there. At least we have a vassal now. Now, defensive or offensive is also a thing that we could invest in. We are very offensive right now. So, when offensive is dominant, we get more army movement speed, which is very, very nice. Much less fort defense, which is not great. Siege ability goes up, though, and assault ability goes up. And we get less antagonism from declaring a war without Casus Belli, which we don't want to do, but might have to. If we go defensive, we lose speed in the army, which makes us less good at hunting armies. So that's why I actually think it would be good to have offensive. Combat speed goes up, though. Which means the ship in a not necessarily the ship, the troops that we have in a battle, it determines how fast they go from the reserves into the front lines, if there is space. So combat speed is quite nice, but more fort limit doesn't do anything for us. Fort maintenance would be great, you know, less maintenance. But I say we go offensive. We must always attack. Attack, attack, attack. You know, that's the best defense. I heard. It's definitely true. Unfortunately, my private game has much better results in the markets. It's kind of weird that we don't have that. Someone came from the Prussian Crusades, which is great. Almost 100% army tradition. We wanted to promote the integration process. That's fine. We have that in Kassel, so it should actually give us centralization instead of decentralization. We still need a little bump here. Is there anything interesting? No, not aristocracy. Screw you guys. Monastery I don't care about because that we need to pay for that. A lot less than normal, but that would actually just increase the clergy nonsense. I mean, it gives literacy, which would be good, but... Free subjects, though. That's something I would like to get. Even though serfdom gives you more money from the peasants, but I like free subjects. Less food consumption, pop promotion speed goes up, monthly prosperity goes up. Prosperity is awesome. Let's just take this. Pisses the nobles off again, who cares? Increase opinion of Tyrol. Probably not someone we need to be friendly with, if we're honest. We could look for another law to change and just you know, throw this under the bus. But I actually want the integration process to go on a little bit harder. It's just not going well. It just takes way too long because it's just the whole thing now. I mean, we got another one. We got Detmold in here too now. We have the full province, I think. So, of course... And none of this is core. This is literally the whole province and none of it is core. Of course it's gonna be shit. And take forever, but... Yeah, I think I don't want to throw this time. We're going to look at little laws later. The nice thing with this province is it's right next to Kassel. So it's perfect for control. Technically. Why is the control so bad here? Because the distance should be extremely close. Yeah, we need some roads and then it will be fine. We need to build so much and we just have so little money is the problem. In my other game I have so much more money than this. I make like 8 ducats or something. Claim throne against Tecklenburg and Schwerin. Oh, großartig. Großartig, guys. And low control also makes everything that you build there not pay anything back and increase rebel risk. Yeah, that's true. Oh, absenteeism. Okay, we're throwing the thing, but this is really good for us. Okay, stability will be a problem. We're losing support, but I can't lose the prestige. But we get oodles of money. That's kind of nice, because now we can build roads. Less antagonism received, we got that back. This is actually a good event for us. We're still doing this. The parliament should still finish. And now we have money to build roads from Kassel. So, let's try and build them into Paderborn, I think. That's 200 bucks. That's almost all the money. Ooh, this is expensive, guys. Ouch. Is that more... Is it cheaper from here? Sometimes it might do that. Can't even do that. Weird. But let's go into Warburg at least. And then let's see if we can have another road from Korbach to Frankenberg. To connect these two. 60 bucks, that's a bit cheaper. And now let's see Ziegenhain to Alsfeld maybe. Because we need roads down here through Gießen, through Friedberg, through Hanau. We could also build buildings, but you're absolutely right, Joy. We need to fix control first. And this gives 20% less proximity cost, which is pretty good. Or 20 as an absolute value. It's not percentage, but you know what I mean. And also more market access, which will be huge. And it's only 40 bucks. That's great. We might even be able to go from Alsfeld to Gießen as well in one big thing. No, that's very expensive. Okay. But we will be there soon. And this should help with control. We need to have some dude improving control there. At the moment, we're still burning down the coalition. Once that drops off, I'm going to switch him. Landtag scandal. Oh, how nice. Who needs support? No one. That's the usual for me. I always get these shitty events, I fear. And someone is dead. Who's that? Army was camped in Melsung. Oh. Oh. That was our commander. Nice. I have this automated that the army always has a commander, because I always forget about it, and then I'm in a war and have no commander, and it's not great. Discovered an agent. Okay, Köln has figured us out, but I have a diplomat, so I can just ruin your reputation. Already did that with Bavaria. We could do that with Brandenburg or Meissen. Or Münster. All of them are our allies, or they should be. Well, Brandenburg is not yet, but... let's ruin the reputation with Meissen. Let's see how that goes. Brandenburg? Meissen screwed us. It's a little annoying. They want the alliance, but we are not allowed for 5 years. Okay, that's fine. We don't have Münster on our side. Did you have the same thing? You desire land. Oh, that's a problem. But you're not as strong as you were, so I don't care. Getting another friend would be nice, though. Although the trust build-up should be kind of nice here, too. Should we maybe curry some favors with these guys soon? We might. Professional armies. That is huge. We need to wait, because I can't pay the stability cost. But finally we're getting the spread. That is going to be huge. That is going to be giving us 0.25 tactics and all that beautiful stuff. And tactics is huge. A difference in tactics always was a big thing, and I bet it's still a big thing here. You're getting a library. Damn, I want a library too. Getting more literacy in Kassel or something? Would be nice. Kassel is not even that big. We need to increase people here. We need to increase people in the whole thing. More Prussian Crusade stuff. Perfect. The Landtag agrees. Awesome. And I think that was a flat modifier to the integration here. A flat 20% on top of this. Hasn't helped that much, though. Still, it has helped, so... Getting that done earlier will help, so we can do that down here. I mean, we have gotten provinces everywhere here, so that's kind of interesting. Do we still have our casus belli? No. And you got some other dudes that don't matter. We can beat them alone now. Easily. Good. Keep these shitty alliances, because next time I'm going to take Fulda, and I'm not going to take them as a vassal. I'm going to take them completely. And Nidda I want to. Oh, Nidda is not... Are you still alone? Yes, you are. Okay, good. I wish Fulda would actually get Nidda too. Or Nidda would get Fulda at the very least. I mean, it would be both ways. But if Nidda had only Fulda, we could just attack Nidda and then just take Fulda and we'd be fine. Wouldn't even have to fight as many people. They have no one. Ah, they have an overlord. Katzenellbogen, of course. Cat elbow. Emperor's dead again, and blah blah blah. Who's the throne? We don't know. And we got another Casus Belli. Interesting, they're still voting. No one has enough votes. I'm not sure if we want to be the emperor at some point and then form Germany, basically. The Kaisertum. Or if we just want to dismantle the HRE at some point. If we ever get there. Oh my god, the clergy. I mean, they don't pay us taxes or whatever. Whatever their opinion, it doesn't make a difference. We're getting really low taxes from the burghers. There are not enough burghers is the problem. We need to get the grill going. 11% though, they are gaining. They are gaining. We could just make them a little bit happier. I like the guild investments. I want this. I want to go towards innovative and capital economy. But is there maybe... I mean, production efficiency is really nice. Increase the profit. Trade capacity would be kind of nice. I think we're missing that. I think this is one we're desperately missing. And I think I'm going to get this right now. Give them more power. We have 4,000 of them now. That is pretty good. But look at that. 1,000 nobility has half of the power of the whole country. I want to expunge the nobility, please. I want to switch to a merchant republic and get rid of the nobility. That would be my dream. For now. Until we can actually make a good country out of this. Monthly prosperity is huge, but the decentralization is shit. No, definitely not. This could be a thing for more tax efficiency. That would be quite nice. I think I have that in my other run, and that gave me a lot. Also, the progress to innovative alone would make me take this. Even if the burghers get less, the tax efficiency should balance that out, right? I hope so. Can decrease the amount of tax that countries can get from their states. This is something I want, and we should just do it. Screw the nobility. Who cares about them? I don't. Once they get off their lazy bums, we can talk about it. But look at that. Hessen. I don't like that it's missing the N. Actually has the has a good name. You know, big name, big strong people. That's how it works, right? Claim the throne, claim the throne, claim the throne. No, thank you. I don't care. We could get a union through that, but eh. Sad that you're dead. From a fever. He was heir to the Teutons. Oh, baby. Okay, interesting that you're in my country for some reason. Well, that's kind of sad for him. He was a really good one. You're amazing at military, but shit at anything else. Can we have a balanced dude? I mean, you are kind of nice. An inspirational leader, too. I don't think you can be a general if I put you in my government, so... I think I'd rather go with... maybe Gottfried. Oh, you're nice. But not what I use you for. We have no one with admin, so admin and military would be kind of nice. And there was one dude with that. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. Aw, so wasted. Look at this. 25% increase and then only one military. Oh, that's so shit. That is so sad. I'm gonna take this dude. So we get most of him. Most out of him. Even though he's not that great, but it's gonna be fine. 0.1 per month we lost. It's not much, but it adds up. And we have a call. I'm gonna decline that. Meissen, you screwed me over. Or maybe you stopped me from being screwed over, but you're fighting Bohemia right now. I don't think so, buddy. This is a lie, right? No, it's just war score. Where is the... Oh, God. Yeah, this is also not correct. I don't like that you don't have a real estimate of strength on this screen. You only have that in the declare war screen. How do I measure this up now? Because Bohemia is disgustingly strong and they have 1 billion vassals apparently or something. Yeah, it's all of this shit. Oh my god. Is that all what they have? Underneath them? That's not what I want. I want this. Look at that. They have 15,000 people. Probably with all of these. Those are not vassals, though. Why do all of these help them? Oh, yes, they are. Those are literally all subjects. I just didn't recognize that. Yeah, look at that. Moravia and all of this garbage. How can you even have all of these? That must be a special thing for Bohemia. And they need to integrate them one after another or something to grow even stronger. But they are way too strong with this. They have the vassal swarm. I'm not going to fight this. This is death. Give them a month to raise their armies. I could, but I don't want to. I'm just going to say no. What happens if I say no? It's a defensive war. Yeah, they want to eat you, and they're going to. I'm not going to do this. My alliance is broken. That's fine, and we get a truce. That's I don't care, Meissen. I'm sorry. Stand by yourself. I don't want Bohemia to rip me apart for no reason. We need to go against Münster soon. Münster and Köln. But first, I could actually try and use Münster against Köln. If they wanted. Oh no, they desire my land. Right. We could work with them still. And get them on our side. Because we just lost a big part of our alliance here. How about Brandenburg? How are you? We're still improving relations. You still want the alliance, but we still need 4 more years. Damn it. Württemberg we have, Bayern we have. If we could get Austria, that would help. And I'm only thinking defensively right now. Offensively, that wouldn't do much. But you also don't want the alliance. Actually, you do. You just don't know it yet. If I improve a little bit of your opinion, you will want to do this. Coalition disbanded. That's good. So I don't need to improve with mines, probably. My rival anyway, so whatever. A lot of antagonism, though. Who don't I need to improve with? Yeah, the Rhine. Who cares? Just to save some cost here. Köln. They are my rival too. That's why I would like to use Münster, because these two are my rivals right now, not Münster. And once I get rid of one of them, I can rival Münster if I wanted to. Braunschweig I would like to get rid of. They are not useful anymore. We could actually try to take them. You know, when one of them is done, we could actually go for Braunschweig first, before we go towards the northwest more. The nobility tries to rise up again, but they might even do it. That's not good. We have rebel suppression, so that should help a little bit. I don't think I need to have this diplomatic reputation thing anymore. We could now go and do a rebel crackdown. And just push them down until they're fine again. Or, oh, we have recovery effort that we need to do. That is always first. I should have done that a long time ago. That's not good. More innovative or stability loss? I don't care about legitimacy. I want innovative. And it's really hard to push this shit. Look at this. Aristocracy is still 55. Even though we are not pushing further than 36. But it's not going down. I hate this. I want aristocracy to go down. We need to get rid of the nobles. They're pushing this too far up here. We're also very decentralized, which is not in my favor, I think. We're a little bit offensive, a little bit land, that's nice. We're still very much in traditional economy, which I don't want. 16 is the push, but we're already at, what? 50. We're communalist, that's good. We're not individualist, which I like. So we have less cost to revoke privileges, which is definitely what I want. Pop migration speed goes down, but whatever. Rebels get suppressed, and yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Try defensive league. Yeah, we could do that. With whom? With whom you're saying? And use it to get an alliance later. I mean, Meissen will not exist. Meissen will be killed. Will be completely eaten by Bohemia. That is not an option anymore. This land is dead. Oh, Wetterau is recovering. Good. So we need to do something else. We could work on control. Actually, control would be nice up here. The question is, can we even get more control here and here? Yeah, this is all over. We could get some control up here. Yeah, we could get some control. So working control up there would be kind of nice. Developing province is always nice. It also gives you more control because it makes the distance penalty lower. The more developed the land is. We have some money. We could build more roads. This should also have helped here with some control issues. Not too much though, but I think I'm gonna go with control to get some more here. Since we're also still integrating this, then that should go up as well. I thought the coalition is gone. I ignore this. It's fine. Glory for the von Hessen. Legitimacy or prestige? Oh, we're tracing the heritage back to Julius Caesar himself. Nice. Legitimacy or prestige? Getting some more legitimacy would be nice for crown power, but prestige is also really nice. Diplorep, antagonism. This we can push, this we can't push, so I'm gonna go for prestige. It's 10 prestige, that's just too good. I mean, look at that. We just increased our antagonism change by 0.01. That's pretty nice. Oh, are we in the schism? A strong supporter of Langres in the ongoing struggle for leadership of the Catholic Church. Oh yeah, we are in the schism. What the hell? Why didn't I see that? The Western Schism. I think I'm going to oh, actually the Pope has a lot of support. That is unusual. Usually it's France. Yeah, we could gain legitimacy and make the King of France happy, which I do enjoy. And I don't care about the Pope. And I don't care about religious influence. I'm not interacting with that anyway. I don't even know how to, because there is nothing to interact for me, unless you have a cardinal, I think, so whatever. And the 10 legitimacy is kind of nice. So I'm going to say France is our Pope. I wish that support would swing, so I could actually support France, because if you support the winner, you're actually getting something out of it. They will bestow some stuff upon you, which is quite nice. Yeah, look at that control. We can definitely push that up. Look at that, 14 out of 41. Oof, if we get to 41, that's huge. Huge taxes and stuff. Oh, Austria, you mean? The alliance. I think we can just get it. No, we can't. Ah, it went down. But I could go into a defensive league. The problem is, Austria and Bohemia will probably fight, and I can't fight Bohemia. Even with Austria on my side. I mean, that's just not a thing. And also, they're enemies with Bavaria. I don't think I want that alliance. That defensive league. I don't want to fight Bavaria. And Bavaria should be able to integrate Lower Bavaria soon. And then Bayern will be born. And it's going to be a horrible, horrible piece of nonsense. Where all they do is just, you know, consume beer all day. Why? Who knows? Let's get some arrows into our little retinue here. I actually don't know what the best composition would be, but just having more troops, and we can barely just support 250 troops, that's what I know. But having more troops will be good. That's basically it. Just standing army, always nice. We can just do this, so they are balanced. And that should put the... Actually, that's the wrong people in the center, guys. Really? Why wouldn't you put the infantry in the center and the cavalry on the flank so they could actually flank? It feels like I'm taking crazy pills. I don't know. It's fine. It's all good. Everything works, right? Everything works. Then maybe look north to Denmark. I can't reach the Teutons, and also, yeah, the Teutons are way too far away. They would never interact with us. Wolgast, maybe, but also probably won't have an alliance with us. It's likely target of a coalition. That's why you would like an alliance? That makes no sense. Yeah, it's just too far. And Denmark as well. They're just too far away. They will never help me. It's just not worth it. I'd rather have Münster, to be honest. Because Münster is actually bordering Köln, so they would definitely interact if I call them. But you want my land. You know what? I'm gonna improve opinion with you. We could go into a defensive league with them. For now. Actually, maybe that is what I want. I'd like you to marry them, to be honest, but... marry this dude. Cavalry power is also nice. Coolio. Getting maybe some favors with them? 10 favors only to call them in. It's not that much. But maybe I want to do this. And then maybe I do want a defensive league with them soon. That could work. Then at least my rivals wouldn't declare war on me, because I have so many allies. Oh. Oh god, what is happening? Oh, you're in the Bohemian War. Oh no. I didn't see that. Maybe they were called in by, stuff. By Meissen with favors, but... Yeah, I think Brandenburg is no longer a valid ally for us. They would love to. I would love to, but I think they're going to be quite small in a second. Weirdly, Meissen is not being taken right now. Just one province. What the hell? Why are they going for Brandenburg? Brandenburg. I should say the German way, not the stupid English way. The new Duke of Hesse. Oh, Hessen, actually. That's kind of sad. Because, yeah, our former one was much better. At least we have an heir. A new Duke, who's garbage. And you died. Cool, cool, cool. And our heir can have a better education. Probably. Our heir is an idiot. So that's great. I don't think he can have a better education. I think we should just bring him behind the shed and then he will be sent to the farm. Can I have a spare, please? How old is your wife? Way too old. Okay, we have 2 boys. One is an idiot. No, we have a girl. Damn it. And of course, the girl is the better one. She is ambitious. You should have been a boy, my dearest. I'm so sorry. It's such a horrible thing to say, but my god. Could I get rid of my wife and get a new one? Von Wittelsbach dynasty. Is that horrible? Maybe she dies soon. Welcome to the Idiot League, yeah. It's perfect, guys. It's perfect. It's great. Maybe that guy becomes the Pope. The new Pope. That would at least fit. Since he's an idiot and all. Advanced research, more literacy for the clergy. That is nice. That could give us a little bit more. I think we're actually going down in progress. Or we just gained 0.04, but it's still not great. Another character dead. Perfect. 53. Guys, could you please not die so early? We have a hospital here for characters, but maybe we need one here too. Prosperity is going up, which is nice. Yeah, look at that. There are no buildings here. That's not good for a town. Maybe I should invest in something. Let's see. Kölner Market. What's the good shit? Nothing. We could have a Tailor's Guild. The return on investment is so bad. Carpenter's Guild. Technically, the Carpenter's Guild is better. Let's build one. We have Wetzlar too now. That is at least some stuff for the Kölner market. But I want to improve Kassel. We need some nice laborers here, not just peasants. Traveling minstrels. Need so much more money. More legitimacy is actually nice. Do I care about the nobility? I mean, they're getting a little antsy, and that would help. But in the end, I don't. So I'm gonna just get legitimacy, because whatever. Some nice, great power score right there. And also suppresses rebels, and gives me crown power, which is nice. And I want to have. I wish I could just take this from the nobles, but they're still way too powerful. We need to strengthen the burghers more. I'm not going to piss the nobles off anymore. Come on. Come on, Gary. Be reasonable. Just don't do it. We're getting more control here. That should give us more money. We could still improve the gold mine, even though it's not filled out completely as it is. We do have a lot of peasants, though, that just need to go up. Who are you? A ruler's mother. Who cares about her? I want his wife to die so I can get a new one. While he's still young and fresh and can make more babies. We have an underage heir, you don't say. I mean, we're just... What? 18? 23, yeah. God, he's young. We are at full control. We have gained a core in Höxter. That's nice. I don't know why. The frick is Höxter. Isn't that here? Yeah. Why did I get a core here? Oh, apparently these are all... These are all integrating literally at different speeds. And we have pushed this by 20. Okay, so it's just this county that had 20. So we were at about 20. And then we got another 20 on top for free. That's really strong still. That will speed this up tremendously. Oh, what is happening here? You need a lot of admin. Yeah, let's take you. Let's take you. Because I'm still gonna use them to integrate and stuff, but at the moment I'm just increasing control, so it's fine. And we are getting there. We are getting there. That should give us a little bit more money and a bit more stuff. If they are pissed, they are not paying anything. The clergy doesn't matter though, because they're not paying anything as is anyway. We could go down with diplomatic spending a bit. And I think that would save us tremendous amounts of money here. There you go. Maybe a little bit more. This is the .1 breakpoint. Good. Now we can do some other stuff. We could offer someone an alliance. Who wants one? Meissen wants an alliance back. Brandenburg would take one. Is your war over? No. So you would still call me in. Say, are you an idiot? They lost 15,000 people already. Yeah, I'm not gonna ally you. You're like the plague. Who else would ally me? Not Münster. I swear, we'll get you there. We got Braunschweig there. We get Münster there as well. Trier would probably be good. What are you? What are you? Gelders. They're both kind of shit. The really good thing is... Actually, Berg would be much better, and that is literally in the bank smack middle of Köln. But Trier is actually touching Köln and Mainz. So they would definitely help us. Or at least be much more likely than others to help us. So... Can I get Berg, actually? I didn't think they would be so big by now. And I definitely want to murder them too at some point, but, you know, they don't need to know that. Please don't tell them, guys. Don't tell them. That would be bad. They don't need to know right now. Okay, we just need to invest something into them, which is fine. I mean, we can. It's no problem. It doesn't cost us that much. It's all good. But who do we take? I would like to send a character to the Platonic Order just to keep our stuff up. Maybe someone young who is shit at combat. Like you. You would be really nice as a leader. Or, well, actually you would be really nice. Because you have better progress. So, that means one alliance. Who would be a good alliance for us? Maybe the Palatinate even. You are much stronger than my other campaign. 3k. You're probably at odds with these guys, but that's fine with me. I don't really care. I don't think you will attack each other. And even if, then I'll just break the alliance. It's fine. I think you would be good, because you are close to Mainz, so... Let's go. New alliance, baby. We could have so many more alliances. Look at that. We're at 4 out of 7. We have abilities, you know. We can do things. It's all good. Nobility is still a little bit pissy. And they're probably going to explode. But we might be able to just pay them off or something. I could still suppress them. I just don't want to. Because this is so much better for me right now. Imperial election. It's again Bohemia. Who would have known? The 16-year-old. Oh god, they are going to be the emperor for way too long, which means they can actually do some laws. And I don't want some of those. I don't want imperial taxes, even though you can get prestige with that. Ah, the schism takes prestige from us. That's also shit. Yeah. Army maintenance? Works of art. Army maintenance takes prestige? We're not tribal Norse. What the hell is happening, guys? Is that normal? Very weird. But interesting. Well, Hessen still has some hard way ahead of them. These two, getting rid of them... I mean, I could get rid of Arnsberg, you know. I could actually switch them. If you would actually ally me instead, that would be a better ally that I could use against Köln. And just don't care about Arnsberg, because whatever. Just go away. I need a diplomat to get rid of the alliance. Annoying. We have really good legitimacy right now. We're getting up to 10% crown authority, crown power. Which is huge. Should at least give us a bit more taxes. And yeah, we're getting some more money. It's getting there. And if we invest a little bit more in our country without doing war all the time, that should also help a lot. But we are planning ahead. We are planning for some possible alliances and possible things that we can do. These guys are getting burned down. That's all fine. I don't care about them. We still need to integrate this giant mess, unfortunately. You're off to bed, Monaway. Well, have a good night. And I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow and not a stressful one or bad one. I'm not gonna give you local noble authority. Look at that 500% local power. I'm going to crush you. It's a lot of shit that's happening here, unfortunately, but... I'm going to crush you like crazy, you little bastards. We're still pushing them down with our troops. We could still push them down with our guys, but I don't want to. Can I just... What would it cost me to pay them off? I don't want to add a new privilege. Did I bribe them? Okay, I can't. Interesting. I'd really like to get this, but we're still in negative stability, which we are slowly burning up again. What's your bribery? 192 for 10%. Ouch. But they would at least build some buildings, although not good stuff. This is actually really bad for more nobles. I don't want a toll castle. Sometimes the lesser evil is the greater good. Yeah. It's still sad. We got Warburg, Buren, and Riedberg. Good. As full cores. Isn't that beautiful? And now we get 20% extra max morale. Look at that. They are 90%. That's what it needs to be. We just need to integrate them. And if Gaming Brain is still here, this is the amazing difference. Look at that. They're next to our castle, and now we get 90% here, which is huge. There are a lot of peasants here. We should actually use this. But even Paderborn will be, once this is integrated, at really good amounts of control. So this, we get all of this stuff here. And we have an hospital in here, which is kind of nice. You're just making livestock, which is not great. It's not much profit in livestock so far. Where is good profit? Let's analyze this a little bit while the game is running. It's all Köln market. There would be a Spinner's Guild and a Tailor's Guild who would be good profit. Not great profit, but, you know, profit is profit, right? And we do have, you know, a lot of control in Eschwege, for example. Or actually we should. Why is that so low? Only 62? You're full core, baby. What's happening? You probably just need a road. That would also help. But we could basically... What I was saying is we could build this here. And get something out of Nuremberg as well. It's only 36 bucks. That's not much. Nice. We're getting more Crusaders. Interesting that I can only build that down here. Max literacy for burgers is nice. Why can I not build this in Eschwege? Because it's rural. Ah, okay. But apparently Frankfurt is still in the Nuremberg market. Now maybe the market is the problem. Yeah, we have very little capacity here. Köln has so much more capacity, that's why I'm getting so much more money. So basically what that tells me is this is the wrong approach. I actually just need to go to trade buildings and get some nice capacity here in terms of marketplaces. And just increase the marketplace at Frankfurt, which is fully staffed. Oh great, yeah, why not just take all my stability game? It's just fine. 35 bucks for more capacity, let's go. But what it also tells me is maybe we do want another city in Nuremberg right now. Or if we are very bold, we could create our own market. Which would be in Kassel, for sure. I mean, you know, Frankfurt would actually also make sense. But since this is our capital, it just makes sense to me to have the market there. Which costs us 270 bucks. If you have another parliament and some absentees, that could easily work. Could easily work out. So maybe that's what we're going for. What do you guys think? And do you have any idea how I can determine if I have a good... Nah, my market attraction is not that high, huh? So I probably wouldn't have a good market here. Unless I get this market attraction. But I need to wait until the nobles are back up and this... Oh. Well, I mean, I need to wait until we have another civil war and punch the nobles in the... Oh my god, it even shows what they will take. What the hell? They're literally taking half my country again. God, I hate these nobles. This is impossible to prevent now, though, so... let's just hope that we have all of our alliances still, and they will just do what they need to do, which is punch them down into the ground again. Because we will have one civil war in a second here. At least they're not taking my 2 cities up here again, which means it's gonna be nice. Oh, I did build it Frankfurt, which is not my county. Fine, doesn't matter. So... They will definitely not take the burghers away again and, you know, take all their power away by cheating. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there that I can take everything away from the nobles. That's my goal, that they have nothing. Civil War! Yay! Woohoo! The second one! Let's just call in all the allies and make them do the work. Well, most of the work. Because I will not have that many levies. Actually, I have more levies than last time, which is kind of nice. Control for the win. They took my gold mine, these little bastards. How are they allowed to take that? I disagree greatly with this decision. Greatly. There you go. 2,000 men. Sure, you can have some food. Oh, the commoners aren't happy. And how is it that I don't just, you know, behead all the nobles after this war? Literally all of them, because they're all doing this to me. Why am I not just killing them all? Throw them all in a big pit of peasant shit or something and let them drown. Something to actually, you know, make them pay for what they're doing, which is a civil war, which is treason. High treason right now, right here. Against the crown. How can I not just, you know... Oh my god, my control is completely destroyed by this. I hate it. Well, this is destroying my country too. But how can I not just kill them all? Just take all their privileges away for free, because... Civil war, high treason. Let's go. No. Apparently not. You can just do this, and you can do suppressing rebels again, because apparently we need that, so let's go. Well, what a nice little civil war that took all of my control away from me again. Actually, I don't need control here now. I need control in the highlands again. Down there I don't have control anyway, so that's fine. I would like to build a road to Eschwege, and I would like to build a road to Paderborn. So, let's do this. It's 125. You've got to be kidding me, game. 73. Yeah, it's the same here, so let's just do that road. Ridiculous amounts of money. You can embrace an institution, and I would love to, but with already being minus 31, because the game hates me and throws stability destroying shit at me all this time, and not giving me a single, you know, oh yeah, how about you get stability? It's not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen. Almost integrated Paderborn Plateau, which is the full duchy, which is very nice. Thank you, my allies, for your great help. I appreciate it tremendously. Okay, Brandenburg actually didn't get any trouble here. And they couldn't annul all treaties because we didn't have one. But now they don't want to. Well, screw you, Brandenburg, you bastards. You dirty, dirty little bums. I'm gonna keep their opinion up, though, because they might lose an ally. Weird that they didn't get all treaties annulled in that war, so I could take them. Oh, that's already done? Well, that was worthless. Do I need spy networks? What is the situation here? Ansbach, Bamberg, Halberstadt, Hildesheim. Absolutely no one. I can beat them alone. That's fine. It's exactly what I want. I want them to not be allied to each other. Frisia, Liège, Lorraine, Osnabrück, Thüringen. Thüringen, you say? Let's build a spy network. I want to mess with their allies. Although, this is actually not a bad one. It's fine. Oh, my tongue. I must have ripped it open or something. This really hurts. Not nice. -9... Oh, okay, because they're so happy now. You know, I beat them into the ground and they're happy now. Also kind of weird. But I didn't kill them all. Maybe that's why they're happy. Because they can do that shit and don't get murdered, even though they should be. How about, you know, law of the land and stuff? Law of the king? The king's law? Something like that? Where we just execute all the traitors, which is literally the whole nobility. All of them are traitors. Twice in a row. I really want to execute them, guys. Is that not possible? I really want to. Or at least, you know, be able to get half of their shit taken away from them or something. That was, by the way, a really, really annoying bug with the traders. I definitely want this market attraction. And now I have some shit available, so let's get that. Give them more power, which will definitely never backfire, and that market attraction will help make our own market profitable. Yeah, 5.95 sounds a bit better. I think creating our own market would actually benefit us now. In Kassel for 250 bucks. So the cheapest one is literally Kassel, so that is what we're going to do. When? I don't know, but hopefully soon. It should be possible to strip some privileges if estates rebel, but it isn't. I mean, you've seen that. It's done. I can give them more, but I can't strip it. It costs me 130 stupid stability. Which I need like 50 years to get back. Especially with the stupid events I'm getting. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's really nice. By assisting our nobility in confirming this... What? Confining the serfs to their lands? But I'm not. I'm not on serfdom. I'm not on serfdom, I'm on free subjects. A wealthy nobility is one that can devote time to life's higher pursuits, and the lesser sons of any house of respect will count a great number of loyal and able artists, administrators, or other men of quality among their scions. Sorry. Some are quite eager to pay the state back for the service it has done to their families. One of these, Gustav Wilhelm von Flemming, has recently arrived at court to offer his services to the duchy. Well, that's at least some good prestige, which I, you know, take. Very happily take. But how dumb is that? Oh yeah, you're a rich guy. Now you can do some stuff that actually is fun instead of toiling away on the fields and breaking your back in the mines. Great stuff. So disgusting. Market regulations would be great. Expand the road network would actually save me a lot of money if this passes. And we get centralization, which is great. But getting them there is not guaranteed. Definitely no noble cabinet. The castle works could be nice. Basically, I don't want this to fail. But this way we could actually afford a castle in Kassel and have some control. You know, some zone of control here. And I think that's what I'm going to try. Probably not gonna work, but we'll try this. I don't think I want a law change. Let's look at the laws. Is there something interesting? Censorship. No censorship. Limited censorship would probably be the best because the clergy doesn't get more power. Oh, this gives innovative and humanist. Individualism I don't want, but humanist and innovative I do want. So no censorship would be great. Air religion, any religion, same religious group. No, I think same religion is what I want. For now. Marriage. Yeah, we only have monogamous because Catholics. Peasant levies, inclusive levies. No, I don't want decentralization. Quality would be nice. There's more noble levies. I mean, not many. Peasant levies should be fine. For now. Administrative system. Fuel administration gives food production. And decentralization. It's not great. Oh my god, it's all decentralization. None of this is good. Literally none of this is good. It's all garbage. Because this is centralization plus aristocracy, which I want to abolish. Great. So, feudal de jure law by tradition or by blood. Integration speed is pretty nice. I would love to take this one. Legal code, civil law, traditional law. Civil law is fine. Because that gives centralization. That's fine. Royal court customs. Aristocratic court is what we have. I would like to get rid of that. This would be really nice. Costs more, unfortunately. Move capital cost, proximity cost through land. Ooh. Itinerant court. Rural parliaments. Can call in rural. Okay, so but I don't want to. Gives decentralization is bad, but the proximity cost through land is so good. I think this one, with the Court of Culture, is what I would want, or the balanced. Legislative efficiency. Yeah, it's not important to me. How quickly that law gets applied, who cares? We're not changing them all the time, because we cannot. We have 250k people again, that's nice. So I would definitely like to change this law, the Royal Court Customs. Border controls, no, I want open borders, I think. Cultural traditions, martial society. That is good. Yeah, I would want this. Or at least not change it. Religious teachings or uneducated masses. I don't want uneducated masses because that benefits the nobles. This benefits the clergy, but at least it gives me literacy for peasants, so that's fine. Mining law. Die Bergordnung. Nice. Interesting. Founding town cost goes down and expand mining cost. Which is good for Korbach. We definitely don't want Korbach to be a town. But maybe one here. Maybe Alsfeld or something. Could be one. We probably don't want Eschwege to be one, even though it's very close, which would be kind of nice. But Alsfeld would be fine because it's a different county. Or different province. Than our main settlement. So we would spread the towns around a little bit. Commoner-controlled mining operations. Ooh. How very socialist. Nobility-controlled mining operations. No, definitely not. Screw you guys. So this would be kind of nice for more free subjects. But I actually want the burghers to control it for plutocracy. I want to get rid of aristocracy as soon as possible. So this would be enormous. That's definitely something I would like to change. We have the Bergordnung, right? Yes. Precious metals, we're in export ban. We could change that. Could do regulated export, which would be kind of nice. With trade efficiency would be really, really good. I don't think I want to get rid of my gold. I want to keep it for minting. Estate laws. Is this just... Yeah, we already favor the ruler. So, there are 2 laws I would like to change. First, the royal court, to get rid of the aristocracy. And then probably the Bergordnung, the mining law. Should we do this right now? What does this Landtag give us? The castle works. Is the first castle is important to me. I would love for this to go through. Can we do something here? Primacy of nobility. This is not bad. I actually want this. It gives them too much power, though. So I would like to take something away that is equivalent to plus 100% power at least before I give them this. But otherwise, I definitely like that. Discipline is damage done and damage taken. So that's both good. So I would need to take these 2 away, for example. And then I could do that, but... Or we could just take it, whatever. But this manifestates in more aristocracy, which is kind of shit. Communalism, we could push that a bit more? I think so, because legitimacy. We have enough, so we should do this. New monastery, screw that. Conciliatory. We are conciliatory, which helps with reputation and stuff, but... I'm not sure if I want belligerent over conciliatory. It's both shitty, I think. Belligerent gives you casus belli creation speed. We have no casus belli, so it doesn't make any difference. Okay, we would reduce antagonism. That is actually huge, and reduce war score costs. But we would lose a lot of Diplo rep. And here we get more Diplo rep, and of course the rest is all more expensive. So, yeah, maybe we want more belligerency. I don't know. Should we? Should we give them this privilege? Because then I could change the law. So basically we would increase their power and therefore more nobles and more aristocracy. But on the other hand, we would take away the law that gives them more aristocracy through the court. So maybe it balances out, and at some point we can take that away, hopefully. Even though strengthening them is not great. But I could basically do the law change and then take this. It's just so hard to get that shit away from them, is the problem. They don't have that much anymore. So we already taken about 8-9% away from them. So I think we might be able to do that to change the law. Let's change the law. Where's my courts? Royal Court Customs. I want the Court of Culture. That will take away 0.1 aristocracy. It will make the court cheaper, which is good. That is really good. That could give us a lot of money. And it changes their equilibrium. Who cares? We get more artists, or better skills for artists. We get more cultural influence. Okay, no, the court doesn't change in cost. But we get innovative instead. So instead of aristocracy, we get innovative. I like innovative. That is so much better. Innovation is always better. So let's do that. Parliament will get screwed unless we do this. So let's do this. It's unfortunately just such a short-term thing. It's so bad. Württemberg opinion increasage. That's kind of nice, actually. I don't know why your opinion has gone down, but yeah. I'll give him that. That's such a minor thing. Land focus. Navy tradition doesn't matter, so yes, I'll take it. Thank you. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'll like it. Oh god. More bots. Likely a ban evader, Twitch. You don't say. Virgin, the commoners are a little bit pissed, and you... Your satisfaction equilibrium is actually not really going down. And we gain a core in Paderborn. That is huge. That is absolutely huge, and we now need to push for 70% control here. Look at that beautiful control. Even higher than it should be. So we're still paying the same amounts for the court, which is fine. We're still good at legitimacy. Hopefully we get stability up at some point. We could save up for the market, but I'd rather just strengthen our country a little bit. Which basically is control that I want to change. We're still getting a good amount of reparations. That won't be there forever, unfortunately, but it's fine. That's okay. We'll keep something there. We're still burning down inflation. That is huge. Why is this road so expensive? Lumber is expensive, and the inflation. It costs 125 base. That is so bullshit. Can I do this cheaper from here? 118. Why is this cheaper? Who knows? Probably because it's a different market, huh? It is. The different market has lower cost in lumber. Oh, it's so weird. $30 stability. We still need to wait. It's 50% here. I mean, we're not having rebels now, at least. That's kind of nice. This is almost fully integrated, which is huge. Then we work on this down here, which is not going to be that controlled anyway. Unfortunately. Getting better roads would help there, but that's probably like 50 years away, at least. Do we care about our children? Not really. Especially since they're all dum-dums. At least the important one. Our heir. This is kind of shit. It's fine. War exhaustion doesn't matter. Let's do this. Conciliatory it is. Whatever. And more conciliatory. What? I can do that twice? Whatevs. I definitely want at least one castle in Kassel. Our capital should be protected a bit better. And also this is our biggest... what's it called? Our biggest province. So we should protect this at least. Second biggest is probably going to be Wetterau. But the most important one is Paderborn. So getting a castle in Paderborn would also make sense. We cannot place a castle here that would protect all of these, unfortunately. But that's how it is. Well, actually, no. The zone of control would be not in all of these, but it does protect the whole province. So if someone gets Höxter and the castle is in Paderborn, it would still get the control back. It just doesn't. It would only have zone of control around here. While Kassel has zone of control here too, which is a problem. I don't like overlapping zone of controls. If I understand it correctly, and I'm not that deep into EU4 how that worked. But if you are on a shared zone of control, you can always go either way, which is not great. That doesn't really help that much. Funneling troops to where you need them to defeat them. Or maybe that's even better, because then they could split. Huh. That's one of our guys. That's not good. A Hessian crown. The Landtag agrees. That's really nice. 10 years of minus 20% fort maintenance. And also should make forts cheaper right now. Who are you? Hermann von Hessen. 58. Uncle and courtier. Sudden illness. Okay, sure. So, we could basically go to Kassel now. Wait, it's better this way. So this castle would now cost... Shouldn't it cost half? Yeah, look at the zone of control there. Why is it still so expensive? Shouldn't that have reduced the cost of it to 100 by 50%? Or was that just while it was being discussed? Because that's kind of shit then. Well, maybe that wasn't as good. Maybe I could have done something else. The other law change, for example. But at least we changed one law, and our court is now not aristocratic anymore, which is good. And hopefully that helps to shift our values a little bit. Yeah, look at that. We have not 35 anymore, 36. We now have 27. So they cannot push further than 26.74. They are still so high because they have way too much power. And every noble in towns and cities plus 5 means more power for the nobles, means more aristocracy, means more nobles, means more aristocracy. It's a never-ending cycle. And we need to break that cycle somehow. By getting plutocracy. Like shite. Advanced research. Okay, we got some stability investment. That's kind of neat. Makes this hopefully a little bit cheaper. We're not paying much for stability, but gaining a lot, I think. I could even, you know... A ducat and 4 would be fine. Yeah, we're getting more money out of this. This is good. By now. This is really bad, that control change. I still want to have more gold mine, though. Because that's our biggest money maker. We should keep that going. And now, since we can push the inflation down, yes, that could flip, but I don't think it will. And the nicest thing about it is it gives the peasants money, which then hopefully don't only build local assemblies, but actual buildings that help us. If we would put a town here, it would actually give the burghers the money, I think. Bürger. So you're gonna make Grand Hessen Republic in the end, if possible? I'm not sure. I mean, if you can get to an empire, but we need 1 million people for that, for a kingdom, and I think 5 million for an empire, so... I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm just gonna play for a bit, and we'll see. Nassau-Weilburg, not really important. Aren't they? This is Siegen. Nassau-Weilburg, I don't know where you guys are. Lohr am Main, oh god. It's really nice to recognize these places, actually. Like Bielefeld, this one doesn't exist, actually. They're mistaken here. Partadox is definitely mistaken. There is no Bielefeld. These bastards. Because they now desire my stuff here. Is the problem. Even though they don't even... Oh yes, this is still Paderborn. So we could take this from them. Wow, I don't even have the full... This is gigantic. Paderborn is amazing. But what would be our next war? Probably again Fulda. Which we can easily win on our own. Nassau-Weilburg. Oh, you're down there. That's you? I mean, that's good. That's... No, you're Taunus. Not good. Because I want Wetterau. I want Nidda. I want Wetterau. I want Vogelsberg. I want... By the way, Vogelsberg, if you translate that very crudely, that would probably be like Bird's Mountain. But, you know. Great names everywhere. Lots of people. I was actually kind of confused that you need so many. 1 million people. That means England is barely a kingdom. I mean, it is very far away from being an empire, you know. But I think, didn't it start with 1 million or something? It's ridiculous. And you look at this. Actually, France is very close to being an empire, as probably the only one. Hungary, not even. I mean, halfway there. Ottomans are just idiotic. You only have 1 million. Oh, look at that. You have some. Little rebels there, but these guys are more than halfway there as well. Novgorod? No, not even close. Sweden? Oh, wow. Did Sweden grow? I think Sweden is colonizing here. 600k. Pretty neat. Sweden is going for Grand Scandinavia. Detmold is a core. Perfect. And as you can see, it is a core. It said a core, not an integrated core. And that is a big difference and amazing. Oh my god, 50% still. Good. We need to increase control here. Is the control back? No, we're still working on it. Unfortunate. But we have the Paderborner Plateau completely integrated now. So what we're gonna do is we integrate these two. I think Vogelsberg should be a little bit actually, yeah, Vogelsberg will hopefully be faster. Because we have 72%, so that's fine. We don't have US cores. No, you're just conquered. There's a lot of separatism going on. Hello, my sweetheart. How can I sell you today? Not at all. Doesn't that suck? You can still marry a noble, though, my girl. "18-year-old, really bad." No, antagonism received is down. But you need to go to the Crusades, my dude. "42-year-old guy? Sure, why not? Enjoy, girl. Let's have some children, please. We need more men. The Royal Court customs will be changed very soon. Hopefully get us some innovative progress, because it's basic. Oh, we are so spiritualist as well. Ugh. So we are traditionalist, which gives us equilibrium, institution cost. I mean, that's not the real value, but up to 200% more cost for this. Cultural tradition and stability investment cost. So we basically have to pay more for stability with this, but the rest, we get more literacy. Embrace institution cost has a swing of 250%, which is darn tootin' great. And cultural influence is the same. No, this is tradition, this is influence. So we definitely want innovative. Definitely. That would make this cheaper as well. I still can't do it. It's just so much stability, and the game just hates me and wants all my stability for some reason. It's very annoying. You guys are still a bit pissy. You guys are pissy, but no one cares about you because you're clergy. Don't even give me money, so you're worthless. I mean, the nobles are also worthless, even though they give me the most money, but... Diplomatic spending is still very high. We have a lot of stuff going on there. But I still think it's important. We have a network here. You guys had... yeah, Thüringen. So what I would want is right now... I could make a defensive league with them. Sabotage with Thüringen. There you go. Hopefully you lose that alliance. How's Austria looking? Still don't want the alliance, huh? Maybe our trust would grow if we're in a defensive league. And I mean, Austria is usually quite strong, but it seems they're not right now. They haven't really expanded at all. Bavaria has finally taken over his vassal. That's kind of nice. I mean, we're old friends, so that's neat. I think did they lose against... They must have lost against... Oh my god, they lost St. Pölten. Are you even... Do they still have Wien? Yes, they have Wien. Okay. Oh my god, they lost against the Hungarians. That is kinda sad for you guys, to be honest. They lost St. Pölten and they lost Baden by Wien. What the hell? At least they have the Wiener Neustadt still, but... Look at this. Gensandorf, that's Österreich. Mistelbach, Österreich. I mean, Possoni is not. Sopron is not. Sopron is should be Hungary, but Pitten is also Österreich, I think. It's the new Bavarian. Weird stuff. Hungry Hungarians. Yeah, but that also makes me not want to ally them. I'd rather have Bohemia as an ally. Meissen is actually fine. They didn't get murdered. Which surprises me greatly. Okay, Brandenburg wants a alliance as well. Again, both of them would be kind of nice to have as an alliance again. I mean, Meissen, you fucked me over, I fucked you over. We're even, I guess. I need more diplomatic spending, sadly. Okay. Like, 10 months. Pissing off the nobles or the commoners? Well, I love pissing off the nobles. You know this about me. But I think the commoners are a little better off right now, so... Turn a blind eye, it's fine. It's just abuse, you know, what's gonna come from it? Definitely nothing. I'm going over again, oh no, damn it. Oh, this is an interesting event. I got this a lot today when I played my playthrough. So, Warburg has 13,000 peasants, and Detmold has 19,000, so it's probably better to go with Detmold, or none at all. So basically, yeah, it's basically this schism bullshit. And one of them is with the French, and one of them is with Rome, so... It basically destroys control in one region and gives control to the other. I don't care about Detmold. I think Warburg is right. I mean, it also makes them unhappy. So it would probably be better to go with Detmold because they have more more pets. No, more peasants. There it is. But I'm gonna go with Warburg this time. Because I have more control in Warburg and can have more control in Warburg, and Detmold is not that important then. But I'm gonna have to put a cut in here. Thank you all for watching. Leave me a like if you enjoyed the episode. It would be really nice. Also sub the YouTube. It helps tremendously and also keeps you updated on stuff. Better though, to update you on all the things that I'm doing is the Discord. So if you want to join there, that would be tremendously amazing. And also come to Twitch if you like that more, and I see you all in the next one. Bloop bloop, everyone.